Hello guys and dolls, this is Brett, and I just fixed myself a really great meal, and I was thinking to myself, man, I should show everybody this food, so let's go check it out. Alright. This is spaghetti squash I just baked. Oh, gotta turn off that oven. Okay. And seeds. Okay. This is a very important winter food, you know, and we may be able to figure out how to create that with still live enzymes in it. But right now, I'm busy, you know, and I can only do so much of these preparation raw food things. So, I roasted the seeds. It's really important to utilize all available parts of each plant and to not waste, because those seeds, I guarantee you, they have something in them that's very, very valuable. I don't know yet what those are, but I'm sure I'll get on Wikipedia someday and learn. Okay, this is a salad, and so far it's got, it doesn't have stuff from my garden in it, although I do have some stuff out there. Tonight I'm kind of busy, as I told you, but it's got some spinach and some mixed greens in there. And what I did was I started with some red cabbage. I already got that, and what I did was I prepared a whole bunch of different things using the food processor so that I can have salad for the next couple of days. So here we've got carrots, here we've got red onions, here we've got a stalk of broccoli that everyone would usually maybe peel and eat the inside of, or just throw the whole thing away. It's got a little bit of carrot in there from that, but you can see that that is broccoli, and I just went ahead and used the shredder thing for the food processor and shredded it up into shreds, and there it is, ready to eat. So I'm going to add that to the salad. I'm going to add carrots to the salad. I've already added that. I'm going to add red onions to the salad. These are raw olives that I ordered online. I got them off Amazon for 8 ounces for $6.95, and they're really tasty. They've still got the pits in them, so I'm going to leave them in a little pile right there on the side so that I don't chomp on one and break a tooth. Okay, so this is a salad dressing that I just made, and okay, I used a mango, I used a, an avocado, I used 3 carrots, I used, let's see, I put a little bit of maple syrup in there, I put a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there, I put half of a lime in there, I added some water because it was too thick, and something else or other. But it's really good, a little bit of salt. It's really good, it's really tangy, and we're going to add some of that to it right now. And it's kind of thick. You might say it's thick like blue cheese dressing. There won't be any chance in hell that I'll ever be consuming any dairy products ever again. After I quit dairy products, it took years to get all of that stuck shit out of my body. So bear in mind, if you have acne like I did, if you have you know, maybe occasional heart pains, that's coming from animal foods that's sticking in your body. Animal foods leave residue that sticks in your body, and it becomes harder and harder and harder for that body to function. So, start consuming plant-based foods more and more and more until you get completely off of the animal foods, and then you'll be good to go. I'll put all that away later. Thank you so much for joining me and checking out my videos. And in the future, in the near future, I'm going to be making a lot of videos on body work. Someone's requested that I make a neck work video soon. And let's see, I'm going to make an enema, how to do enemas video, because that's really important. When you've got all this residue in your body, it's got to come out. And when you start eating foods like that, over there, then it's going to start to break up in your body. And there are certain foods that help it to do that, like green apples. The juice in green apples is like a solvent that breaks up mucus in your liver. And apple cider vinegar. Apples are a great food. They've got pectin in them that's going to scrape the insides of the digestive system clean and get all that mucoid freaking plaque out of there. The average man from about age 55 to 60, according to the Food and Drug Administration, has anywhere from 5 to 20 pounds of undigested food matter stuck to the walls of their intestines. Isn't that fucking gross? Imagine what that smells like. It smells like the sewer, and when you do enemas, you will learn that that's exactly what it smells like, the sewer. And you may see parasites and all kinds of very interesting crap in there. But anyways, so 20 years of cleansing and healing my body. Oh, I want to show you one more thing real quick here. Many of you have noticed that I have this little sore right here on my lip, okay? What that is years ago I did antibiotics, okay? Erythromycin and tetracycline. And for my acne I did Accutane. And that company, the Roach company, has been sued. I don't know how many times, until they finally sold the Accutane part of their business to somebody else, and now they're probably going to get sued. So anyways, I really destroyed a huge amount of flora in my digestive system. And no, probiotics have not ever done well for me. They make me so acidic. And it doesn't make sense. A lot of these supplements to me do not work well, and they don't make sense. Whole herbs and herbal concentrates, yes, those have done well. But probiotics with millions or billions of acidophilus in there, let me show you what really will work for my creating a healthy flora in my digestive system. Blam! Cabbage. Okay? Cabbage. Cabbage has L-glutamine in it. L-glutamine is what rebuilds the digestive system. Cabbage is the vegetable that builds and grows flora, acidophilus in it, naturally. A natural amount, and it builds back the digestive lining. Okay? So I'm going to have to run a whole crap load of cabbage through me. Why haven't I done it as of yet? Because I haven't been ready. I've been cleaning out all the mucoid plaque and all the heavy metals and all the parasites and everything else and chemicals from auto exhaust and everything else out of this body. And that takes a long time. And you got to do shit one thing at a time. That's how it works. You can't go, like, look at this. I can jump, I can step up 2 steps. Sure, I can take 2 steps up. But can I take 8? My legs aren't even that long, and I'm a tall dude. You can only take so many steps at a time. And that's just how it works. And I know everybody wants to take 20 steps all at once. Well, guess what? Your legs aren't long enough. You can't do that. So, I am just to the point where I'm starting to be able to eat a lot more fermented cabbage, sauerkraut, or kimchi. They love that stuff in Korea at this point. And everyone is different, and some of you may be able to get going on that a lot sooner.
But bear in mind, if you're still eating glutinous grains, if you're still eating your steak or your chicken, you know, you need to gradually work your way off and get onto some organic meat or organic dairy, and then gradually get the kale completely off of them entirely. I know these things. I owned my own goat. I was not going to accept that dairy was no good, and so I thought, well, I'll have my own goat. I lived in Utah, and I got that goat out onto some land so that he was completely range fed, and guess what? Didn't work. The goat, I found a male, got the goat knocked up, she had the baby, cute little shit, and so I'm ready to start milking my goat, right? So I'm milking the goat every day, and guess what? It's not working. My digestive system is completely rejecting it. So anybody that tells you that raw goat's milk, oh, well, you can eat raw goat's milk because goats are a smaller animal, and if it's all range fed, well, guess what? I've already been through that whole freaking thing, and it doesn't work. Been there, done that. So take it from someone. Don't go and just find yourself a goat dairy like I did, or buy yourself a goat, you know, blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm going to rebuild my digestive system with sauerkraut, and it's going to take some time because this hose from there down to there is 30 feet long, and we're talking about billions of flora. And so basically what I've done is, for 20 years now, I've cleaned that whole thing out, and this is how cleansing and healing works. You take the big steel ball and you smash the building to the ground. You break the whole fucking thing down to the foundation, and then you start over. You may even have to dig up the basement. But that's how it works. That's why you see people get really, really skinny, you know. When I first started, I just totally went for it, and I didn't know what I was doing. And if you do not know what you're doing, you may think that you can get rid of your candida by going on one of these idiot candida diets and eating eggs in the morning, all meat and eggs, and no carbohydrates, no fruit, no brown rice, no none of that, like I did. Wrong! There are people out there that don't know what the hell they're talking about because they've read books by Sally Fallon, or you know, people that think that this paleo diet, that eating just meat and greens, etc., is correct. You know, that will only take you so far because, like I said, animal foods leave residue, and that won't fly, because the more you clog your body, the more everything doesn't flow. Blood, lymph, water, whatever in your body, it won't flow well. And whenever things get stagnated, that's when you get infection. Okay? So take it from me, somebody that's been playing these games and done all the different diets for a long time, that if you'll eat fruits and vegetables, non-glutinous grains, and, you know, to get to those non-glutinous grains, man, I'm just going off tonight. To get to the non-glutinous grains, you got to get there by consuming brown rice and millet. Okay? Those are the transition grains, and I'm still consuming those. To get off of wheat bread, you've got to eat wheat and millet rice bread in the yellow package. I believe the company is Food for Life. But eventually you want to get off of flour foods completely, like I have now. I've been off of those for a couple of months now because they're too acidic and too mucus forming. And so there's all of these steps, gradual steps that you have to take. And, you know, there's all these transition foods that help you to get off of something that you don't want to be on anymore. Like peanut butter is awesome to get off of meat for various reasons that I'm not going to talk about right now. But, whew, okay. there's so much to learn about holistic healing, and it's not just the diet. And many of these gurus are going to tell you that if you just eat raw foods, all they're going to talk about is raw foods, raw foods, raw foods. Well, guess what? That ain't totally it. I had so much pain from my alcoholic father. It took me 4 years of Al-Anon meetings regularly and a lot of tears to get through that. And many of you have a lot of emotional difficulties that you've got to get out. And if you don't do that, guess what? You're not going to be able to progress, because remember, your immune system is so huge. And this thing up here that's controlling your immune system is so... If your emotions, if this isn't functioning right, this is your emotional center, this is your mental center, and they're all connected. This is my speaking part, and this is in between this and this, and everything is functioning integrally. And so, if one is out of whack, then the others aren't going to function optimally. And so, if you're lacking in if you have a bunch of emotional pain from issues that you've had in your past, then you've got to get it out. You've got to do breath work. You've got to go to a counselor, talk to a friend, etc., etc., etc. Oh my God. This video has gotten a lot longer than I wanted it to be. Sometimes I just fucking go off. But I'm telling you, there is so much to healing, and if you want to do a consultation, then go to the links, click the show more, go to the links, check out my website, check out my holistic page, learn as much as you can, watch my videos. If you need to talk to me, we can do a Skype or a phone. Alright.